is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They go play action here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot. The pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback sack.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Washington.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And the Raiders have got him.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 13 yards.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
That's good.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Washington nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 43. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And he's up there. Nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Raiders 10.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington first down.
Singletary, a first down and more. The 20. And he's all the way down to the the 6-yard line.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards on the ground.
Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away.
And Washington has made this a one-score game. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
Complete to number 87. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And at the 33-yard
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fielded in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So we reach halftime here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Washington 7.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The kicker here is complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive.
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
29-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Singletary again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Price.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Washington.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Stiff-armed him. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over first.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit.
Entering screen resume.
They're playing the clock game, yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Entering screen resume. Exit. Resume.